What is going on to you, Cancers? You have the Hierophant, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. So for you, a lot of you very much so are, a lot of you Cancer crabs are guided to essentially meet someone that's a good fit for you. A lot of you just need to listen to your own instincts, right? When a person is not for you, don't try to force it, you know? The Knight of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, you've been presenting yourself well to others, so other people can give you a chance, you know? Making a very good impression on other people, you know? The Judgment and the Star represents a lot of people may not really be giving you a fair chance, though. I'll say that, though. They may be looking at you and, thinking about why not to hang out with you, And obviously that's not really the best way for them to be thinking about it. They should look at it fairly. The Three of Wands and the Eight of Swords is about, like, you're looking for that person that's a good mix for you. That's my dog over there, as you could see. But you're looking for that person over there that's a good mix for you. And the Eight of Swords is about, you will be as patient as you need to be in order to find that person. Some of you are prayers, right? You may be praying on it. Some of you may not be praying. Some of you may be meditating, trying to concentrate on who. Listen. I've said this before and I'm going to say it again, right? There's risk in everything. So, praying about it and meditating about it can help prepare you when it comes to knowing what to look out for. But as far as a person just coming in, you may not necessarily have that, so you have to go looking for it. When something doesn't just drop into your lap, you have to go get it, right? That's the way that the universe works, right? You wait, you see if something happens. If something doesn't happen, right? No, the exact sequence is you take action, right? You wait, take action, wait, see if something happens, and then repeat the process all over again, right? So a lot of you Cancer crabs have been doing the very same thing. You have been waiting, i.e. doing your shadow work, getting to know other people, trying to make sure that, you may not even necessarily have exchanged numbers a lot. Some of them you may have, but you're just getting to know some other people because you know that you've been doing a lot of the shadow work and you don't want to run into anything yet. Well, okay, now it's time for you Cancer crabs to try to get to know other people. That's what it is that you've been trying to do. The only problem is now it seems as if a lot of people have an immediate fascination with trying to dub you and make it seem like that's the best thing that they could have done, right? And they're wise for doing that. That's how they're trying to make it seem like. Well, the Three of Pentacles, okay, and the Chariot, right? Chariot represent Cancer crabs, so you showed up in your own reading. But this is about how you may want to watch out for not pedestalizing those people, though. Don't pedestalize them, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to say this, but, it needs to be said. A lot of you Cancer crabs sometimes can have a disposition of thinking that, when you don't like somebody, you don't have a problem with telling them, right? That's one thing that I like about a lot of you Cancer crabs is that when you want to be straightforward, you can be. But the problem with that sometimes is you could tell somebody, no, you're not interested, but then people that you are interested in, you end up pedestalizing them. You know what I mean? And this is the problem. This is a problem that a lot of you cancers have, because you need to actually get to know the human first before you start mythologizing them, right? Before you start putting them on a pedestal where how great this person is, right? Carving them out, in stone and all of that, right? Immortalizing them, right? You have to get to know them to understand if they deserve that in the first place, right? No matter who it is that you're talking to, you have to get to know them. Don't just do that, because like I've noticed that, like personally, I've noticed that my own experiences with cancers, right? A cancer crab may not rock with me, and that's cool. But then when I hear them talk, kind of suckers for other people. And y'all didn't get this far to now be off your game where you don't know what's going on and essentially just be like putty in another person's hands and be so intelligent, be business savvy. But a lot of y'all are interested in to do all of that, to be interested in a person that doesn't really want to be with you long term. That's whack. So let's clarify the Three of Pentacles. A lot of you have been getting to know people, right? And pedestalizing people who don't appreciate you. So to clarify, Three of Pentacles, I'm going to be over there and we're going to kick it. That's my dog. The Seven of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and then you have the Ace of Cups to clarify the Three of Pentacles. Yes, you have to fight off anybody that you have to pedestalize. You have to essentially fight off or stay away from anybody that is giving you a hard time. If a person is hard to catch, quote unquote, don't hang out with them, because they shouldn't be hard to catch. They shouldn't even be someone that you have to chase up on after too much. Truth is, both sides want to be chased. When one side is chased after too much, the other side that is doing the chasing gets bitter after a while if they keep putting in all this energy. And if they were to essentially get their disposition, they would definitely end up throwing away the person that got them to do all the chasing in the first place. So a lot of you Cancer crabs need to, in your development, you have to understand to not chase. Understand that some of these people that you may be getting with that is trying to get you to chase are the bottom of the ocean that other organisms didn't want. Don't be the typical scavenger, because you're not supposed to be scavengers. You're supposed to be better than this by now. And the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups is about how, work on yourselves, do what it is that you need to do. And if a person has to step to you correctly, because Cancers, if you keep falling for this, where a person is trying to get you to chase up on after them, and y'all keep going for that, this is why a lot of people stay away from you, because when people find out what some of you Cancer crabs may like, when I say the bottom of the ocean, I'm not talking about like algae and like kelp and all that other type of stuff, right? I'm talking about the part of the ocean that other organisms leave behind, kind of like garbage, because they are garbage. Individuals that are the low dregs of society, not because I'm saying that, but because of the fact that their decision-making skills are terrible because they're corrupt. And then you go and you hang out with them. Now, I'm not saying that, all of you Cancer crabs do that. But what I'm saying is, if y'all are looking for value, right? Because the Cancer crab represents the pearl, right? The shellfish that brings forth the pearl, right? Something that's valuable. Then you have to understand that since that's the case, you can't afford to hang out with garbage too much. You can't afford to do that. You have to understand that when you birds of a feather flock together. So when you are hanging around these indecent people, you are going to be judged like that as well. And as you're getting to know these people, right, by asking them questions, hanging out, see if the two of you actually match, make a good match, right? You asking them questions and doing all of that and hanging out with them will tell you everything that you need to know about. So, real talk, take everything that I'm saying into consideration. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe.